What's up, guys? It's Shani with Healing Elements here to give you a collective reading. So, whatever sign you are and you're coming to this reading, I hope that some messages reach you and provide positivity. This is for Scorpio season 2021. So, around the 23rd or 22nd of October through the same 22nd or 23rd of November. This is going to be out of one of my favorite new-ish decks. It's the Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. And we'll shuffle and go ahead and see what kind of energy or feelings may be happening to you, situations, words of wisdom, any advice, any kind of vibe that is going down. And I just send you nothing but love. Scorpio season is a water sign season, very deep. I'm a Pisces, fellow water sign. That being said, for everybody, we go really, really deep in our feelings, right? Like Drake in our feelings. So Scorpio season started off, and I know that I witnessed some people come to me and tell me that they're having a really hard time managing emotions and stress. And it never surprises me when we change into a different season, when the sun is in a different sign, we transition. I always seem to get a very, very powerful impression. And I think Scorpio season is always just so impactful. And here is your first card, guys. It's number 32. If number 32 means anything to you, and it's contumacy. The message on the card says seashell divination, right? The divination and wisdom of shells. So this card in the book, it talks about how, the shells, seashells, hold a lot of power, energy, and wisdom in them, just as crystals do. And it suggests that you take notice of this if you are able to sometime soon or in the future, whenever you do go, hopefully to an ocean or a beach somewhere that has, seashells. You pay it forward to Mother Nature and, do some cleanup, perhaps pick up debris that has been left behind from humans or any plastic bottles that you see the first time that you go to this beach. And then the second time that you go, since you have given an offering to the universe and to spirit, you ask the guides of your choice or the universe while holding the shell for a message, and you may receive one. Of course, that is the message with that card. And the next card is very deep. Yes, for Scorpio season, these are really, really intriguing. Vulnerability. This talks about belonging and having this deep, pining at the very core of us to belong and to not be vulnerable, to not speak up and share our truth because of that, need to belong and to fit in. So as much as, by our communication with others, distances us, so does not being authentic and vulnerable. So it's asking you to open up, to display your wounds. You can display your wounds and, be actually healed even more than concealing them. It's after a time of building trust and sharing this vulnerability within you with other people, you will be surprised. You will see how strong the relationship ties begin or how strong of an impression you've made on somebody else, right? And you are a survivor, so preach about how you have survived, but also there's a fragility there, a vulnerability that is meant to be, honored and loved. And so the next card, guys, you guys got is Adrift. So when we are on a mission, sometimes we can get stagnant, we can be complacent, or we can just neither be paddling forward or backward because we don't know which way to turn and we don't want to make a change because we know that the change will be impactful and bold in any way that we take it. If we just float, there is no going forward, there's no going anywhere, right? So this asks us to refuse to be still, refuse to accept things as they are. It is time to allow yourself to surrender to the situation and surrender to any changes, even as volatile as they may be. This is just asking you to look at anything that you may be stuck and floating adrift with no direction. And then this one is beautiful. It is card number 3. It's receptivity. And the message on the card says, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. And this card is also associated with the water element. So fitting, we are in Scorpio season. Receptivity is a quality of water, giving and receiving. Be like the water now and allow the good of the universe that the creator of the world is sending you to come to you now. You can allow gifts in, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if you are perhaps hesitant and untrusting of where these gifts are coming from due to the past. But now it is your time to tap in and be filled again. It is your time to receive and your time to pour out. You have so much to offer with your sweet disposition and the way in which you are special and unique in this world. And you have given so much. It is now time to open up and also be receptive. Receptivity, that element of water, letting things in, right? That is beautiful, guys. And so your next card we have here is also very fitting for Scorpio season. It is yearning, talking about yearning for somebody that perhaps you don't even know yet, you have not met. And was just speaking with somebody about the fact that there seems to be prevalent dreams at times when a soul connection, soulmate, twin flame are going to come into union. But it's all about that passionate yearning, that craving, obsessive almost, but beautiful, because it is pining for something that is romantic, that is, someone that you love. This desperate yearning can also come from a split or some sort of open space detachment that is with someone you love, maybe a ghost type of experience or a distance. Someone has got, cold feet, or perhaps is just dealing with so much. You are yearning for their affection and their energy. And at this time, it is irresistible to you. And the next card you guys got is the unseen. This is a warning, talking about things that are perhaps, elusive. It says too much is hidden from you. This is the message on the card. It gives you a warning about looking out for hidden clauses and contracts. Be very wary of, trusting people just because it feels right or a part of wishful thinking. This card represents, it definitely has you on guard to use your own power, your own ability and creative willpower to get things done, rather than trust somebody who is overly eager and you have a hunch or are getting that sensation that something isn't quite right. That is because there is things that are hidden from you. People could be, shady, talking about you behind your back, gossiping, or just something that you cannot see. Maybe a car that you're going to buy, there's something going on with it that you might want to just take a look around and take your time. So this card just comes with a warning that what is, expected could be an unexpected, surprise in a negative fashion for you coming up. So whomever can resonate with that, just cross your T's, dot your I's, be very careful. Again, with, any kind of inspections or, entrepreneurial, opportunities or calculations, estimations, things that you are having to do, such as court dates or, checking around if you're hiring an employee, maybe you're hiring someone to babysit. This is just asking you to consider that everybody is not always authentic and forthright. A lot of people do wear masks. And so at this time, just be wary of that and know that the universe is behind you. If you keep your, feelers up, you should be fine. So I shuffled and got you 3 more cards. I love this reading. I think it's beautiful. Let's see what we can do. I'll have the last card mean what you need to do for all this energy. And this is interesting. Okay, experiments. This talks about something I'm very passionate about. There was a book a long time ago called Watership Down. This talks about you getting into your spiritual awareness and spiritual awakening to the point of everything is touching you regarding experimental, cruelty on animals, experiments that are just not natural, that are really taking away the natural order of things and are harming others. It's talking about, checking into perhaps cruelty-free products and looking into ways in which you can help. This is all about acknowledging that you are stepping into that very sensitive realm of spiritual awareness that is very, sensitive and tender and hurtful at times, to realize what exactly we have done to these beautiful spirits of the earth. And it talks about Atlantis in this book regarding this card, how the mermaids saw Atlantis do the same thing, you know, use the beautiful animals and creatures as meat on their plates. And this one, wow. So I just mentioned Atlantis. This is Lemuria returns. So this is a beautiful card. It's talking about, you know, a time of enduring beautiful responsibilities and then making sure that you have time to experience the pleasures after. It's just talking about good health, a steady, nurturing friendship with other people, respecting individuals and them respecting you. So Lemuria was very peaceful and calm of a, you know, place, almost like Atlantis, an ancient place in which people lived and were harmonious with animals. It was very simple, communal living, and, you know, asks you to truly go with your intuitive guidance and look for things that are not so permanent, you know, living modestly for now, or outdoors as much as you can, you know, getting into both the moonlight, the extremes, that power without getting swept up in the energy and overwhelmed, and using the sunlight as well. And beautiful for the last card. This is gorgeous. As I said, wanting to use the last card as a direction card as to what advice you should go with. And this is endurance, the card of endurance, just telling you to hold on as, you know, battle, you know, scarred as you are, keep on marching forward. This is all about getting through to the next phase. This may be tough, this may be emotional, this may be a lot to endure, but you have your power to step into. You have your motivational speakers on the internet or books in which you can remind yourself that those who persevere have got to stick to the plan when the going gets tough and endure some pretty crazy and, you know, very, very unexpected and perhaps deep, unseen, hidden things that came up in this reading, right? You're all about stepping into that spiritual realm, and it now is giving you back. So the universe is, with the card receptivity, able to give you signs to let you know that you are doing great. And it is very hard to be vulnerable and let, you know, everything come down the pike and be very, very raw with your feelings, you know, letting your scars show, but being vulnerable at this time and not being stuck, doggy paddling, being complacent is what the message is for Scorpio season. So as always, guys, thanks so much for connecting and viewing. All my love and light.